Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Hashkivenu Leshalom Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Hashkivenu Leshalom V'ha'amidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Hashkivenu Leshalom Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Hashkivenu Leshalom Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Hashkivenu Leshalom V'ha'amidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Hashkivenu Leshalom Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Next up is the Resilience Nigun from Beth Schaefer.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And it is so lovely to have everyone gathering as we bring in the Shabbat. We welcome it together with our Kabbalat Shabbat Service, a Shabbat service that is mostly music and some prayers that enable us to feel that sense of the arrival of Shabbat. Let's continue with singing together, Hinei Ma Tov, how good it is, how pleasant that we can dwell together in harmony and peace. So here's how you move on Zoom. All right. Everybody has hands. Everybody has fingers. Let's see your hands and your fingers. All you got to do is snap. So when we go bim, bam, all you got to do is snap, snap, bim, bam. Okay. All right. And when we do Shabbat Shalom, all you got to do is you're sitting next to somebody in your box. You give them a high five. You can high five the person next to you. Or you can give them a high 10 up. Or you can give them a high 10 or a low 10 down. Or if you're sitting with somebody next to you, you can even give them a high five right there at home. Bim bam, Shabbat Shalom. Let's move on Zoom.
Sure. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Bim Bam, Bim 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 Bam, Bim 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 Bim.
Well done. You all move on Zoom extremely well. Fantastic. So Kabbalat Shabbat. What is Kabbalat Shabbat all about? Kabbalat Shabbat is literally welcoming Shabbat. It's a liturgical innovation of the Kabbalists of Sfat from the 16th century. It is a liturgy that is without parallel in our tradition. In its traditional form, it includes psalms from antiquity, material for study, hidden acrostic, and mystical secrets. It's originally intended to be an introduction to the Shabbat service, and it has become a standalone experience that as a progressive community we can recapture and reframe for our needs. This can be our way to welcome in Shabbat as a community with song, with some poetry, with simple ritual that opens the door for us all to enter into sacred space, sacred time, that will be illuminated when we finish with the kindling of the Shabbat candles, and then go on individually to enjoy our Shabbat evenings and Shabbat dinners, hopefully. So let us continue now with a key core component of Kabbalat Shabbat, which we're all familiar with, Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dirbur echad, Hishmi'anu el hamiuhad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem il tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor habracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof masek b'machshavatila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'v'tzola, tok emunei am segula, boi chala, boi chala. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
One of the first psalms of Kabbalat Shabbat is Psalm 95, and this piece, L'chun and Ranana, is a new piece for our congregation But it's pretty easy to catch on because there's a whole lot of yai yai lai lai lies in it. So as we go through it, just feel free to fake it as we go, because that's for sure what I'm doing anyway. So we'll try and sing together and enjoy L'chuna Ranana. Let us sing out to God, the maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation, from mountain to sea, hear our song. L'chuna Ranana, for all of the wonder and all of God's life, we rejoice. So now let us listen with all of our hearts, hear God's voice. L'chuna Ranana, L'chuna Ranana, Joyce, back over to you.
Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth, a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai, Shiru sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto
Yismachu is based upon the text from Isaiah, chapter 58, where we first find a reference to those who call Shabbat a delight, those who refer to Shabbat as an oneg, which is the word, of course, we're familiar with, that time when we get to usually gather together afterwards and enjoy some fellowship, some being together, a cup of coffee or tea, and a little bit of something nice to eat. But one of the things that is that's really quite intriguing about Yismachu is that it has 24 words, and it suggested that this corresponds to the 24 hours of Shabbat. So what is it that makes Yismachu, what is it that makes Shabbat truly a delight, truly an oneg, is when we take the fullness of Shabbat, all 24 hours of it, affirming the goodness of the day, the holiness of this day, the seventh day of God's creation.
Yismechu b'malachuteha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu b'malachuteha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Mekadeshi, mekadeshi shevi Shabbat, kulam yisbehu ve'itanku mitu ve'Shabbat. Yismehu b'malachuteha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismehu b'malachuteha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Uvashvi ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat, chemdat yamim oto karata Shabbat. Yismechu b'malachuteha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu b'malachuteha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Zecher l'maaseh v'rishi Shabbat. Zecher l'maaseh v'rishi Shabbat. Yismechu b'malachuteha, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu b'malachuteha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat.
Being a blessing. If I ask you for rest, I will sit with you. If you ask for comfort, I will stay with you. If you ask for hope, I will yearn with you. If you ask for love, I will sing with you. If you ask for stillness, I will breathe with you. If you ask for peace, I will dream with you. If you ask for joy, I will laugh with you. If you ask for healing, I will pray with you. If you ask for warmth, I will become a blanket. If you ask for refuge, I will become a shelter. If you ask for help, I will become a blessing. I invite you to take a few moments to take in those names of members of our Temple Beth-El family and friends and relatives who struggle with illnesses that are of many different kinds, mental illness and physical illness. We include in our prayers those who also struggle with the coronavirus, we're saddened to hear that Pearl Wallach came down with COVID this week, and pray for her recovery. For your loved ones, your neighbors, your friends, your relatives. If there's anyone you'd like to add to our list that's not on the screen, please put them into the chat box. If you're on Facebook and would like to share a name, then Kendra will share those names from Facebook to here on our Zoom screen as well, so that all those whom you are thinking of can be included in our Mishaberach for Refuah Shlema, our prayer for healing. The setting we'll sing tonight by Debbie Friedman. I invite you to take a moment now for personal and private prayer, to look inward, find the prayers that are in your hearts. Our souls are sustained by the hope that the words that we sing and pray are heard somehow by the Holy One of Blessing. We know also that sometimes the most sincere way and the loudest that we pray is through silence. And that sometimes that silence is the way that we bridge the space between the human and the divine. So let us reach out to the holy with moments of silence, followed by the prayer Yehi L'Ratzon you'll see on the screen. Living waters. Let the well of living waters flow through me from the source, from ancient pools of holiness and light, ancient pools that sustain the body and soothe the heart. My grief has turned my heart to stone, my sorrow and loneliness have hardened my veins. Crack me open with your divine rod. Release my tears with your staff. Let me know wholeness and peace once again. We pause to observe the mitzvah of memory. This week we learned of the death of a long-standing member of our congregation, Teresa Terry Bandler, mother of Barbara Block and Richard Bandler. She died at the end of March in Kanahara. 100 years of life lived, and truly a full life of blessing and joy with her family and as part of our community as well. We also received the news this morning, very sadly, that David Rasko, the son of Eric and Ann Rasko, died overnight in the early hours of this morning, finally succumbing to his battle with Lou Gehrig's disease, with ALS. He was just 61 years old. Our hearts are indeed in pain for Eric and for Anne. It is a difficult loss. Anne asks that you please only communicate via text or email. She asks that you refrain from making phone calls. She is taking the news obviously very, very hard, and asks that you respect some privacy and give her some space while this is still very fresh. On this Shabbat, we remember these loved ones: Leonard Apter, Julius Babbitt, Hedwig Bejach, Max Berger, Gianora Don Berzon, Cara Capiello, Riva E. Danziger, Charles H. Eidelman, William Elkin, Edith Eston, Archie Ferber, Hyman Fortunoff, William Garrell, Roberta Goldberg, Barnett Gordich, Nathaniel Gorfinkel, Sam Heend, Rhea Jarchower, Irving Kramer, Louis Leibowitz, Helen Neufeld, Ruth Lichterman Pearl, Haiti M. Perlman, Nathaniel Reisman, David I. Rosenbleeth, Kit Samuels, Fayetta Schlesinger, Catherine Schulhoff, Ruth L. Siegel, Dorothy Silverstein, Jean Tyler, Hortense Wallenstein, Albert Victor, Lisa B. Yoder, and Bess Zalin. If there is anyone else who is observing a yahrzeit, remembering a loved one, I did not read the name, then I would ask you to go ahead and share that name in the chat, or if you're on Facebook, to please share your name in the chat there, and Kendra will forward it on. Thank you, Lisa. Your cousin, Stephen Renlib. Joyce remembers Elaine Miller. Zichronam Libracha. May the memories of all who have died be for a blessing. As one community, thank you, David, your grandfather, Mike Hershkowitz. May his memory be for a blessing as well. As one community, let us support those who are in mourning. Let us pray together. Mourners Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Bialma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mivorach le'olam olme almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudusha b'richu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Lisa, do you have any pressing greetings and announcements to share with us?
I do have greetings and announcements, Rabbi. Thank you. I want to thank the Rabbi tonight, Rabbi Torp and Joyce Liu, for leading tonight's service and the music. It was wonderful. So it was beautiful. And Shabbat Shalom to everyone. Tomorrow morning, please join Rabbi Torp at 10 a.m. for our Shabbat morning service and Torah study. Zoom access info was provided in your Shabbat weekend connection this morning. Each year, we have an opportunity to engage at the Temple Beth-El community in making an impact in the community where we live. Through this year's Mitzvah Day on Sunday, April 18th, we have 4 different projects where you can make a difference in the life of another, either virtually or in person. Registration is needed before Wednesday, April 14th. So go to www.templebethel.com/mitzvah day for more information on the project and to register. And also check out our events page for info on other programs coming up, such as our next in-person outdoor Shabbat on April 23rd. Also the SAGE, Seniors for Arts, Growth and Engagement, or Education, on April 19th, and our last series of Sacred Conversations starting on April 21st. So please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Well, we are in the period of the Omer, counting from Pesach to Shavuot. So it is the 13th day of the Omer. We are approaching the end of 2 weeks. So I invite you to say the blessing together with me as we say, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. And so we count by day and then by week and number of days. So we say together, today is the 13th day, 1 week and 6 days of the Omer. The Omer is an interesting period of time where we always are counting and moving forward, but I was very taken by this reading in the Omer counting book by Rabbi Kedar, that our life is like a dance defined by these 3 small steps. Times we step forward, the times we step back, and the times we hold our ground. But to know when to reach and when to yield takes many years of practice, years of prayer. And to know when to be still takes even longer. Steve and Jackie, we're going to turn to you. You've been patiently waiting with your candles all through Kabbalat Shabbat. If you would read for us and then lead us in the lighting of the candles,
okay,
and we can conclude.
Everyone. Wild geese, tell me about your despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Wherever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting. over and over, announcing your place in the family of things.
As we begin Shabbat together, we listen to the call of creation and we find our way back home. Our path is illuminated by the lights of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
And with that, we say Shabbat Shalom to all of you and wish you a good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom.
Avon. Have a good dinner. And I think you can unmute yourselves to say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We enjoyed it.
Shalom.
Guys were great.
Beautiful